Hello there and welcome to Villa 81. Today we're having a look at the Toshiba NB200 Netbook. Well, the big upside of this device is definitely the form itself. What it achieves really is that it managed to be similar in rough overall size to your regular netbook, but the difference is for travel, like for a train, for an airplane, it's just a little bit more streamlined, better designed for the fit, so it's more comfortable when you're flying. And like, I'm no small guy, and I found it quite useful to use while traveling, quite easy to fit into places. And so if I'm able to manage it, I'm pretty certain your average user is going to have plenty of ease and plenty of luck with this. Definitely an appeal to people who travel a lot with work or who travel a lot for any reason really. Okay, now obviously the problem when you go with that modified form factor is there's going to be sacrifices, and there definitely are here. The keyboard, I found myself, it was a long time getting used to it really, and even after 2 weeks usage I still wasn't totally comfortable with it. There was a lot of errors being made. Just simple parts of the keypad, I wasn't hitting them the right way. And then the screen as well, just not as easy to manage, I have to say. Like, the OS grand, it was Windows XP, which is perfect to be honest for this size of a device. Nice and easy to use, quick start, quick load times, everything was pretty nice in that regard. But overall, just the ease of use really, while, what was basically, in order to get that form we liked, it had to really sacrifice the keypad, which is a big issue really. The keyboard just wasn't that great to use, and the screen as well, not the best by any stretch of imagination whatsoever. Staying with usability, and the mouse pad here is actually quite nice to use. Unlike the keyboard, there isn't a sacrifice of size, there isn't a sacrifice of ease of use. So as a result, it's quite easy to just go around the screen and navigate everything in that respect. And obviously there's still a sacrifice is made with the actual overall form factor, but the mouse pad itself manages to hold its own and is quite reasonable for a netbook sized device. Probably the one thing that, well, it doesn't really stand out, but that this does, which a lot of other netbooks do, which is always a nice feature over laptops, is that it has a pretty decent battery life. I used this for over 3 hours solid without any real worry or delay while at an event in Germany during its field test. Came through with flying colours really. Like, the great thing about these devices, and it's pretty standard at this stage, is that they have a solid battery. It goes on for a good while. That's obviously because they don't use too much power and too much in the way of applications, but that's a big upside which should always be mentioned when looking at these devices. So on the whole, it's a tough one to review. It achieves a lot in making itself nicer for use in travel, airplanes and trains and the like. It's more suited to that than other netbooks in the market. But what it does to get there, sacrificing the keyboard, sacrificing the screen in many respects, it's just not as comfortable to use. For those reasons, it kind of balances out. On the whole, it's going to be average, 5 out of 10. For Villa 81, I'm Emmett Ryan.